I'm Kim Thompson and I'm the perfusionist with the mission team coming to this time to Accra. Well, what I'm doing here is trying to get a guy who's had some experience in perfusion, not a lot. He's young, he's very intelligent, but it's trying to sort of gift him with all the sort of past knowledge and experiences that I've had over the last 4 decades, and not 40 decades, that'd be far too long. I'm not that old. And really stand with him and try and bring him on as quickly as possible. So that's where we are. Hopefully they will then be able to take themselves forward and start doing work here pretty much independently, and that's the aim. Well, hopefully from a personal point of view, we give an impression that we've come here and not just for our own self-gain, because some of these missions, I think, and from what I've heard, it's all about them and them achieving, oh, we've done this, that, and we did so many patients. What we're coming here is to pass on the knowledge, to empower these people to do their own work. And as you saw with Bafor, that's what they want to do, and once they've got that confidence, they will do it. I've got no doubt. So yeah, what am I here for? That's what I'm here for, and that's the impression I hope to leave. That I'm not here just to give someone a hard time who can't do it. I'm here to bring them on slowly and get them to do the work. Okay, well we run it with a bypass machine, which is a series of pumps, but the main pump in there is our main arterial pump. And this is a pump that's going to take over the function of the patient's ventricle, in effect. So once their heart has stopped beating, we've got a pump that's taken over that function. But also in there we've got a circuit, and that takes over the function of the patient's lungs, and so there's an oxygenator in the circuit. And that takes CO2 off and it gives oxygen to the blood. And so we're taking blood out of the patient at a rate of between sort of 4 to 5 litres per minute. We're taking it round the circuit and we pass it through the oxygenator, and we're oxygenating it, taking the CO2 away, pushing it back into the patient. But with that we can also control the temperature of the patient, and because we are now part of the patient's circulation, we can control the blood gases and we can control the pressures, and that's pretty much perfusion in a nutshell. There's some additions to what we do, because we run various suction. There's vent suction, which takes blood away from the heart. There's general suction, which takes blood away from the operating field. And because the patient's heparinized, we can put that all straight back in, so therefore we don't have great blood loss in cardiac surgery that people think. And then we also can deliver cardioplegia solution. We haven't done that here yet because we've had a shortage of the solution that we use, so we've had to use a different method which doesn't involve the perfusionist, but we can do that from the bypass machine. My first answer to that would be I have no idea how you become a perfusionist in Ghana. There isn't a course for perfusionists in Ghana. If they want to learn, I think some of them have gone to India to get experience in perfusion. They tend to be anaesthetic nurses that do it, but there isn't a set. Like in the UK, we've got a degree entry, master's course down at Bristol. It's all very academic, all very as you'd expect. But here, they're learning it on the job. Now, interestingly, when I did perfusion back in the 1980s, it was very similar to that, because perfusion wasn't very well recognised, and the academic course we did was medical physics, which was very generalised. So there wasn't really a specific perfusion course, and the actual work at the coalface, if you like, was very hands-on and very here it is, get on with it. So these guys are having to go through that, but that will develop. Are there many perfusionists in Ghana? No. Are there many cardiac centres in Ghana? No. So it all goes together. So yeah, they'll expand and they'll get better.
Good stuff.
One thing about these missions is they cost money. You know, bringing a team of even the small team we brought this time costs money. We've got to, you know, we need a hotel to stay in, we need food to eat, and you know, we need to be able to get here, and we need to be able to get home again. People are willing to give up their time for free. We can bring equipment, we can get stuff like that, but the finances of it needs support. And the Arrhythmia Alliance, I can never say that word, is where we need donations, and then that can support the next mission and the next mission, and we can really make a huge difference out here.